Hello, alright, this time I'm making top ramen. So, obviously top ramen is it's a delicious meal. I mean, if you can't not eat top ramen just because it's so damn delicious, but it has no nutrition, it has no food, it's even bad for you, it's not. So, this is my trick for that. It's not my trick, it's the Japanese trick. So if you've ever seen the movie Spirited Away was made by some Japanese people, and it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a cartoon, anime. So on the special edition for Spirited Away, it's one of my favorite movies. It shows some Japanese guys making top ramen, because the crew that made Spirited Away, they would eat top ramen, for lunch. They'd take lunch break and go make top ramen, and I thought it was so interesting how they did it. It's much more nutritious. So that's what this is. Okay, so the water's boiling. Okay, throw the noodles in there like you're supposed to. By the way, this blue kind is the vegetarian kind. All the other kinds are meat, and this kind tastes really good, and it's vegetarian. There's just no reason not to get the vegetarian kind. You probably didn't even know it was vegetarian or even think of it, but you want to get the blue kind. Okay, there we're bowling. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay, so I'll hurry up and do this before I kind of overcooked on my stupid TV. Wasn't working. I got distracted, dang it. Throwing in a little bit of mixed vegetables. Not enough to make it nutritious, but just to make it more authentic, Okay, it's back to being boiling. Throw in the season packet. Turn it back down. Eggs. So if you've ever had egg drop soup, you've seen how it has eggs in it. Okay, so I dropped my egg in there. Then you stir it up while it's cooking. And break the egg apart. See the chunks of cooked egg in it? So egg drop soup has those eggs in it, those cooked eggs floating around in it. That's what you're kind of simulating here. It pretty much cooks up instantly, so we're done. Don't want to overcook the noodles. I don't even see the yolk, but see all the cooked eggs in it? So the problem with top ramen is it has absolutely no food in it. It has no food value. So now we've added a little handful of vegetables and an egg. Eggs have every vitamin but C. There's the yolk. Did it get cooked? Yeah, it's fine. And they're the best source of protein. So the noodles have carbs technically, but it's not food. It's it's the wrong kind of carbs. It's bad for you carbs. So I've added a grapefruit so that there's some real carbs, instead of crappy ones. Then, of course, I'm gonna add a little bit of Tabasco. Real top ramen is a little bit spicy, I think. There, see how much more authentic that is? It's got chunks of egg in it, just like they eat it in Japan. It's got some vegetables in it. Now I'm gonna just taste it and make sure I get the right amount hot. That is because like people eat top ramen, all starving students and stuff. A package of that frozen vegetables is really cheap, and if you're just using it for your top ramen, it'll last a long time. And then just throwing an egg in there, that's also pretty cheap. And so like, you know, it's still a really cheap meal, but the nutrition, this is so much more nutritious than just the top ramen by itself. And it's also more authentic, Japanese.